glove box today, covered in dust and faded blue ink. It had the songs we used to play when the sun went away, and we sat on the roof just to think. I put it in and heard the hiss of the tape starting to spin, bringing back the warmth of your summer skin. The breeze was cool, but the hood of the car was still warm. We had nothing but time on our hands. We watched the clouds rolling in from a distant storm, making wishes and building our plans. You pointed up at the sky and told me the names of the stars as the music played from these old guitar bars. Oh, the years, they go by like a highway at night, but some memories never fade out of sight. I can still feel the magic of that simple time when your hand was gently resting in mine. Take me back to the dark of the valley, where the sparklers were burning so bright. We had all of the sky as our alley, underneath the soft silver light. I still dream of the words that you whispered to me by the edge of the whispering sea. We didn't care about tomorrow or where we would go. We were living inside of a song. The radio dial was turned down real low as we hummed the sweet chords all night long. Now I am sitting alone in the cold winter air, and I close my eyes and I picture you there. Can you hear the sweet melody playing through the static of all of these years? It is more than just words we were saying. It is laughter and joy and some tears. Take me back to the dark of the valley, where the sparklers were burning so bright. We had all of the sky as our alley, underneath the soft silver light. I still dream of the words that you whispered to me by the edge of the whispering sea. Just a tape in the dark, spinning slow, of a summer we used to know, fading out like the spark of a star. Wherever you are,
it fell out of a book of old poetry, a little square with a border of white, a picture of you looking back at me in the glow of a warm summer smile on your face before all the changes of life could begin, locked forever in this quiet place. We had camped on the dunes where the grass grew so tall, with a blanket we stole from the hall. We had no money, but we had it all as we listened to the ocean call. You said that the world was too big to explore, but we had our own universe right on that shore. Now the colors have faded to yellow and brown, but the feelings are still just as deep. When the sun goes away on this sleepy old town, it's a memory I promise to keep. Oh, we shine like the moon on the water, with the universe watching us dance. Every son and each beautiful daughter never stood a single sweet chance against the spell of the midsummer breeze and the shadow of whispering trees. I remember the smell of the driftwood we burned, and the smoke rising up to the space. Every lesson of love that we carefully learned, leaving tracks that time can't erase. I am holding this picture against my own chest of the season that I love the best. If I could step right back through the frame, would you still remember my name? Would we sit on the sand till the dawn, before the sweet magic is gone? Oh, we shine like the moon on the water, with the universe watching us dance. Every son and each beautiful daughter never stood a single sweet chance against the spell of the midsummer breeze and the shadow of whispering trees. Just a moment in time captured tight in the soft fading light of a beautiful day gone by underneath the white sky.
The engine was ticking as it started to cool, parked up on the edge of the hill. We were young and we acted like every sweet fool in a world that was suddenly still. The city below us was sparkling like glass, but we turned our eyes up to the dark. And we lay on the metal and let the time pass, waiting for a single bright spark. You pointed your finger at the great silver bear and told me a story you made, with the wind blowing gently through your golden hair as the last bits of daylight delayed. shared a sweet soda and talked about life and how we would conquer the pain. Far away from the trouble and all of the strife, in our kingdom of starlight and rain. I can still feel the chill of the midnight air and the warmth of your hand in my palm. There was never a worry or single dark care, just a beautiful infinite calm. We were high above all of the sorrow, with our feet dangling off of the edge. We didn't care about any tomorrow or the promises made on the ledge. We were flying without any wings, dreaming of beautiful things. Now I drive by that hill when the evening is late, and I look at the empty old space. There's a lock and a chain on the old rusty gate, but time cannot ruin the place. In my mind we are still lying there on the car, looking up at our favorite star. Is it still shining bright in the sky? Do you look at it sometimes and sigh? Do you think of the boy that you knew, who was so much in love with you? We were high above all of the sorrow, with our feet dangling off of the edge. We didn't care about any tomorrow or the promises made on the ledge. We were flying without any wings, dreaming of beautiful things. On the metal so warm and so bright, in the middle of the night, we were kings of the hill, and we are still.
We walked where the tide had just gone on its way, leaving mirrors of wet, shiny black. We had run from the noise of the crowded cafe, with no plans of ever going back. Our bare feet were sinking with every small stride, in the cool of the late August night, with the moon as our keeper and only true guide, painting everything silver and white. You took a long stick that you found on the beach and drew a great map on the ground of the places you said were just out of our reach, but one day they were sure to be found. You drew stars in the sand with a circle around, and said that was where we would stay, in a castle every beautiful son and sweet daughter, searching for a magical sign. But the drawing we made in the sand was the finest in all of the land. I still go to the beach when the season is through and the tourists have all gone back home, and I walk in the footsteps I once shared with you by the edge of the white salty foam. And I look for the stars that we drew on the floor, though I know they are there no more. For the ocean has taken them deep to the places where memories sleep, but they live in the beat of my heart, though we are now so far apart. We were drawing our lives in the water, knowing waves would wash over the line. Every beautiful son and sweet daughter, searching for a magical sign. But the drawing we made in the sand was the finest in all of the land. Just a line in the wet, salty gray that the ocean swept gently away. But the stars in my mind are the ones you designed.
There's a station that plays only songs from the past through the static of AM 16, and it brings back the nights that were too good to last, and the prettiest girl I've ever seen. We were parked by the lake with the windows rolled down to let in the scent of the pine, far away from the lights of the busy old town, in a world that was yours and was mine. The DJ was playing a slow, dusty tune with a saxophone crying so sweet underneath the bright face of a midsummer moon in the back of our little retreat. Sang along with the words that you knew, though your voice was a soft, whispery thread. And I sat there just looking and listening to you, forgetting the things I had dread. And the speaker was buzzing with analog heat as the melody wrapped us around, making every single slow heartbeat complete with that beautiful vintage sound. Oh, the radio knows what we felt on that night when the stars were all hanging so low, and the world was a circle of soft yellow light from the dashboard's comforting glow. All the things that we never quite said. Now I turn on the radio late in the night, hoping I'll hear that same melody. But the stations have changed and the signals are tight, and the music has gone out to sea. Still I swear that I sometimes can hear through the noise the sweet sound of your beautiful voice. Like a signal from far, far away, from a beautiful yesterday. It is traveling through space and through time with a simple and old-fashioned rhyme. Oh, the radio knows what we felt on that night when the stars were all hanging so low, and the world was a circle of soft yellow light from the dashboard's comforting glow. Yes, the music still plays in my head, all the things that we never quite said. Through the static and tape hiss and hum, I can hear the sweet memories come. Just a song in the dark with a beautiful spark.
Every 10 seconds the light would sweep by, cutting right through the dark of the bay. An arc of bright gold in the velvet black sky to guide all the ships on their way. We sat on the rocks where the cold water splashes, with our jackets pulled tight to our chin. We counted the time between all of the flashes and watched where the ocean begins. You told me you wanted to live in the tower and keep all the sailors from harm, to sit in the window and watch every hour, safe and secure in the calm. I laughed and I said I would carry the oil to keep the great lantern burning bright through the winter storms and the ocean's wild spoil, and stay with you through every night. But the lighthouse is automated these days, and the old keeper's house is quite bare. Still I look out at night through the maritime haze, and I picture us sitting right there. For your love gaze across my empty room, through the shadows of sorrow and gloom. And it reminds me of all that we lost, and the heavy and beautiful cost. For your love was a beacon that guided my heart through the darkest of summer night seas, when the world was too big and we drifted apart in the chill of the evening breeze. Yes, the light still goes round in a ring, while the sweet ocean wind starts to sing. Every 10 seconds it shines through the branches of whispering pines, just a flash in the dark of our beautiful spark.
We found an old cabin abandoned and still, at the end of a long gravel road, high up on the side of a pine-covered hill, where the wild yellow sunflowers grow. The windows were covered in years of gray dust, and the door was slightly ajar, with hinges of iron and orange red rust underneath a bright evening star. You took your index finger so clean and wrote our two names side by side, with a heart in the middle that could be seen as the last of the daylight died. You said that the cabin was ours to possess for as long as the summer would last, a place of sweet shelter and quiet recess from the ghost of the difficult past. But the wind blew the dust from the window pane, and the winter was cold and unkind, and nothing of what we had built could remain except what was left in my mind. Our names have been washed by the rain on the glass of that lonely retreat, but the sweet memories still remain, making all of my life feel complete. Oh, we wrote on the face of the glass, knowing seasons would quickly pass. I went back to the hill just a week or two ago, but the cabin was gone from the ground, replaced by the houses that constantly grow. And there wasn't a single sweet sound, just the noise of the traffic and people in haste, where our kingdom of peace used to be. And the beautiful woods have been totally faced, with no room for you or for me. but they can't build a road through my soul, or take back the sweet times that they stole. For the dust that we wrote on that day is a treasure that won't fade away. Our names have been washed by the rain on the glass of that lonely retreat, but the sweet memories still remain, making all of my life feel complete. Oh, we wrote on the face of the glass, knowing seasons would quickly pass. Just a name in the dust of the past that was never intended to last, but I still see it clear when the evening is near. There's a smell in the air when the night starts to fall, where the forest meets up with the sea. A mixture of green and of salt overall that always brings you back to me. We would sit on the trunk of a fallen old tree that had washed up on the rocky shore. We talked about who we were going to be when we didn't have to hide anymore. The branches of pine were like lace in the sky, blocking out the bright light of the moon. And we watched the white gulls as they started to fly to the sound of the ocean's low tune. Had a green sweater that smelled of the wood, and you let me wear it when I got too cold. And I held you as close as I possibly could, with the feeling that never grew old. And the waves kept on beating their rhythm so slow, like a drum in the heart of the night. As we watch the pale stars start to gather and glow in a beautiful, comforting light. Oh, the pine and the salt in the wind are the colors of all that we knew before the hard days could begin. And the world turned so lonely and blue. Yes, I still smell the green and the gray of the times that have drifted away. Now I live in the city where everything's loud and the air is all heavy and brown. And I walk in the middle of every big crowd with my eyes looking down at the town. Sometimes a breeze from the harbor comes through with a scent that is clean and so sweet, and it takes me right back to the ocean and you, and the forest where two lovers meet. And I close my eyes on the street, and I feel the cool sand on my feet, and the sound of the wind in the pine is a song that is yours
of the times that have drifted away. Just a scent on the evening breeze through the branches of evergreen trees, taking me back to the shore, to the girl I adore.
The old wooden floorboards would creak as we swayed to the rhythm of insects at night, while the light from the parlor so softly decayed into circles of yellow and white. We sat on the chains of the rusty porch swing with our knees touching under the shawl. We didn't say much of a single sweet thing as we watched the dark shadows grow tall. You were peeling an apple with a little silver knife, making curls of the red and the green. And you said that a simple and quiet old life was the finest that you'd ever seen. We didn't need riches or houses of stone, just a porch and a view of the trees, and a partner to share in the dark, all alone in the cool of the midsummer breeze. Now the swing hangs so crooked and silent and still, and the house has been painted in blue. The strangers who live on the top of the hill have no knowledge of me or of you. But the creak of the wood in the dark is a sound that I never forget, like the glow of a firefly spark in the grass that is heavy and wet. Yes, the swing keeps on moving in time to a beautiful vintage old rhyme. I can still hear the ice in our glasses of tea, and the clink as they touched in the dark, and the way that you laughed as you looked up at me with a beautiful innocent spark. We were rich in the things that we couldn't possess, like the sky and the wind and the moon. And we found our own version of sweet happiness in the middle of August and June. Is the swing still there on the floor? Does it creak like it did once before? When the evening is quiet and clear, does my ghost ever seem to appear? But the creak of the wood in the dark is a sound that I never forget, like the glow of a firefly spark in the grass that is heavy and wet. Yes, the swing keeps on moving in time to a beautiful vintage old rhyme, swaying slow in the late summer air with the ghost of the girl who was there. Just an echo that refuses to die underneath the white sky.
was tucked in a book about old sailing ships, with a stamp that was only 10 cents. A picture of waves with their white salty tips, and a couple of old wooden fence. On the back was your writing, so round and so neat, with a message that said, wish you here. And the date was a Tuesday in August, complete with the numbers of that distant year. You had written it late when the town was asleep, by the light of a small candle flame, with a secret you promised you'd always keep, though you didn't quite mention my name. You just said that the water was cold but so blue, and the stars were too bright to believe, and you wished I was there to enjoy them with you on the night that you had to leave. And the paper is dusty and yellowed with age, and the edges are starting to fray, like the words on a long forgotten old page from a beautiful lost yesterday. Oh, this postcard is all that I keep of the summer we spent by the sea, when the worries of life were asleep, and you were so happy with me. Yes, the picture is fading away, but my memories are here to stay. I remember the day that you went on the bus, with your suitcase of cardboard and leather. There was no one to make any scene or fuss, as we stood in the warm summer weather. You just handed me this, and you gave me a kiss, and you told me to write you a line, but the letters got lost in the dark of the abyss, and your path went away from mine. Now I'm holding this card in my hand, and I'm walking again on the sand, and I'm writing a card of my own to a place that is empty and lone. Oh, this postcard is all that I keep of the summer we spent by the sea, when the worries of life were asleep, and you were so happy with me. Yes, the picture is fading away, but my memories are here to stay. Just a stamp and a message of love, with the stars shining brightly above, fading out in the light of the day, so far away.
We dragged out the mattress and laid on the grass in the backyard behind your old house, while while the night lights of planes would occasionally pass. In a world that was quiet as a mouse, we had blankets of wool that were scratchy and old, but they kept out the damp of the dew as the air of the evening turned silver and cold. And I lay there just looking at you. You were watching the sky for a satellite's track, with your fingers all tangled in mine. And we didn't care if we never went back to the rules and the clock's heavy line. We had all of the cosmos to keep us awake, with its patterns of silver and gold. And we made every promise a young heart could make that we never expected to hold. And the grass was so sweet and the earth was so deep underneath our small bodies of clay, as we drifted together so gently to sleep before the sky turned into gray. We were sleeping under heaven's wide floor, with the stars as our only ceiling. And we didn't need anything more to give us that beautiful feeling. Oh, the world was a bedroom of green, and we were the king and the queen. Now I sleep in a room with a ceiling of plaster and a window that looks at the wall. And the clock on the nightstand just ticks away faster, with no mercy or pity at all. But I still dream of lying out there on the lawn, with the universe wrapped in our arms, waiting sweet and secure for the coming of dawn and the safety of all of your charms. Are you sleeping under stars tonight? Do you still have that beautiful light in the dreams that you dream when you close your eyes underneath those same infinite skies? We were sleeping under heaven's wide floor, with the stars as our only ceiling. And we didn't need anything more to give us that beautiful feeling. Oh, the world was a bedroom of green, and we were the king and the queen. On the grass with the dew falling slow in the light of the stars, silver glow, just a night we will never forget, where the earth and the heaven met. The fire was dying to orange and gray at the end of a long summer night, and the music we played had all drifted away in the soft and fading light. We sat on the logs with our hands to the heat, as the ashes began to turn cold, while the sound of the
crickets was soft and complete, with a story that never grew old. You took a small stick and you stirred up the coals, making sparks fly up into the air, like a handful of tiny and beautiful souls rising up from our worries and care. You said that our lives would be just like the spark, shining bright for a moment of grace, before we went back to the quiet and dark, with no sign of our time or our place. But I told you the fire would always remain in the ashes we left on the ground, and the memory of warmth would outlast all the pain in the beautiful secrets we found. Oh, the embers are glowing tonight in the fireplace of my own mind, with a soft and a comforting light for the girl that I left far behind. Yes, the fire is burning so low, but the warmth is a thing that I know. Now the beach is all empty and covered in snow, and the logs have been washed by the sea, and there isn't a sign of the fire's bright glow or the people we used to be. But I still feel the heat of that midsummer flame when the winter wind starts to blow, and I whisper the letters of your sweet name in the dark where the lonely hearts go. Can you feel the sweet warmth of the spark through the cold and the heavy old dark? Does it keep you secure from the chill, like it did on the side of the hill? Oh, the embers are glowing tonight in the fireplace of my own mind, with a soft and a comforting light for the girl that I left far behind. Yes, the fire is burning so low, but the warmth is a thing that I know. Just a spark rising up to the sky as the night starts to whisper goodbye. But the fire we made on the sand was the warmest in all of the land.
The sky was a mixture of purple and blue when we decided to finally walk home through the streets of the town that was fresh with the dew and as quiet as some empty dome. Our shoes were in hand as we walked on the street, feeling the pavement so cool and so great, with the sound of our slow and quiet heartbeat as we ushered in another new day. You stopped by the gate of a garden of rose and you plucked a red blossom for me. you said that of all of the flowers that grow, this was the prettiest one we would see. You tucked it behind my left ear with a smile, and you kissed me so soft on the cheek. And we stood there together and quiet for a while, for the words were too heavy to speak. And the sun was just starting to peek through the pine with the line of bright yellow and red. As we finished our walk at the end of the line, with so many sweet things left unsaid. Oh, before the dawn came to take us away, we were living in sweet fantasy, in the middle of night and the start of the day, where our spirits were totally free. Yes, the morning was coming too fast for a love that was destined to last. Now I wake up at dawn and I look at the sky, and I see those same colors of gold. And I think of the rose that has withered and dry in the pages of books that are old. And I wonder if you are awake at this hour in some city far over the hill, looking out at the light as it starts to empower a world that is empty and still. For the dawn is a beautiful thief, bringing mourning and sorrow and grief, taking back all the secrets of night in the cold and the merciless light. Oh, before the dawn came to take us away, we were living in sweet fantasy, in the middle of night and the start of the day, where our spirits were totally free. Yes, the morning was coming too fast for a love that was destined to last. Just a walk in the cool morning air, with the dew on your beautiful hair, fading out as the sun starts to rise in the white blue skies.
We had jars made of glass with some holes in the lid that we took from the kitchen downstairs. And we ran through the grass where the clover was hid, free from all of the grown-up cares. We were hunting for fireflies under the trees in the dark of the late July night, with our trousers pulled up to our sunburned knees, chasing after each tiny green light. You would catch them so gently and put them inside, till the jar was a lantern of gold, with a beautiful glow that they couldn't quite hide in the palm of your hand that was cold. You said they were stars that had fallen to earth just to play with the children of men, and you held them as if they were treasures of worth, over and over and over again. But we let them all go when the night was complete, watching them drift to the sky. so sweet as we waved them a quiet goodbye. We were chasing the lights in the grass, knowing beauty is destined to fade, like the sand in a little hourglass, or the promises we had made. But the glow of those fireflies bright is the light of my loneliest night. Now I sit on the porch when the summer is high, and I watch the green sparks in the weeds. But there's nobody here to help catch them but I, with my memories and heavy needs. I can still see your face in the glow of the jar, with a smile that was brighter by far. Are you chasing the fireflies still on the other side of the hill, in a yard that is quiet and deep, where the memories of childhood sleep? We were chasing the lights in the grass, knowing beauty is destined to fade, like the sand in a little hourglass, or the promises we had made. But the glow of those fireflies bright is the light of my loneliest night. Just a flash in the dark of the green of the prettiest girl I've seen, fading out in the grass once again, where the love began.
It was playing so soft on the neighbor's cassette, from a window high up on the wall. A melody that I can never forget, though I don't know the title at all. We just stood in the middle of the empty old street, and we held each other so tight, moving our feet to the slow, lazy beat, in the middle of the warm summer night. You rested your head on my shoulder so light, and I felt your breath on my neck, while the stars in the heavens were sparkling and bright, without any shadow or speck. We didn't care if the neighbors were watching us dance in the light of the street lamp above. We were lost in the magic of our first romance, and the beautiful feeling of love. And the music was vintage and dusty and sweet, with a sax that was crying so low, making every single slow heartbeat complete with a rhythm we used to know. Oh, the song that we shared in the street is the one that I play in my head when the days are all cold and defeat, and I wish I was with you instead. Yes, the melody keeps us in time. old-fashioned rhyme. Now the street is all busy and covered in cars, and the neighbors have all moved away, and there isn't a sign of our dance under stars in the light of the cold modern day. But sometimes I swear that I hear that same tune when the wind is just right in the trees, in the middle of August and the end of June, taking me back to my knees. Is the song still playing for you? Does it make you feel lonely and blue? Does it take you right back to the night when the world was so silver and bright? Oh, the song that we shared in the street is the one that I play in my head when the days are all cold and defeat, and I wish I was with you instead. Yes, the melody keeps us in time to a beautiful old-fashioned rhyme. Just a dance in the middle of night, in the circle of yellow street light, fading out as the music decays in the retro old haze.
The old wooden dock was all slippery and green, where the lake met the shore in the dark, and the water was smoother than any silk sheen, reflecting each star's tiny spark. We sat on the edge with our feet in the lake, feeling the water so cool, making tiny ripples that would slowly break like the heart of a young summer fool. You spoke in a whisper so soft and so low that I had to lean close to your face, and you told me a secret that nobody would know about how you hated this place. You wanted to fly to a city of stone and leave all of this quiet behind, but you said that you didn't want to go there alone without the sweet peace of my mind. And the water was lapping the wood of the pier with a sound that was lazy and slow, as I told you that I would follow you, dear, wherever you wanted to go. Our whispers have gone to the lake and been carried away by the wind, but the promises we used to make are the ones where my thoughts always end. Yes, we spoke in the dark on the wood, doing the best that we could. Now the dock is all broken and falling apart, and the lake has been closed to the town, but I still feel the beat of your beautiful heart when the sun starts to slowly go down. memories are always the same. Are you living your dream in the city of stone? Do you ever feel cold and alone? Do you think of the dark in the dark and our beautiful innocent spark? Our whispers have gone to the lake and been carried away by the wind, but the promises we used to make are the ones where my thoughts always end. Yes, we spoke in the dark on the wood, doing the best that we could. Just a whisper in the late summer night, underneath the soft silver starlight, fading out in the water so deep, where the old secrets sleep.
The highway was empty and stretched out so far along the dark edge of the sea, and we didn't have much but a rusty old car and a tank full of sweet fantasy. We drove with the headlights cut down to the low to see the moon shining so bright, with the wind in our faces and the stereo slow in the middle of the warm summer night. You had your bare feet on the dashboard of wood, singing along to the band, with a feeling of freedom that felt so good as we drove through the dark coastal land. We said we should drive till the road ran out of ground, and we fell off the edge of the map to a place where the worries could never be found, and we'd live in the ocean's warm lap. And the sound of the engine was steady and deep, like a heart that was beating in time, as the rest of the world was so soundly asleep underneath our own vintage old rhyme. We were driving away from the pain on the road that ran next to the shore, with no thoughts of the winter or rain or the things we had suffered before. Yes, the car was our castle of steel, and your love was the thing that was real. Now I drive that same highway when I am alone, and the night is too quiet to bear, but the car has been changed to a modern old stone, and there's nobody sitting right there. Still I look at the passenger seat in the dark, and I swear that I see you again, with your eyes reflecting each star's silver spark, as we drive where the highways all end. Is the highway still calling your name in the city where everything's tame? Do you long for the wind and the sea and the drive that you share? Once with me, we were driving away from the pain on the road that ran next to the shore, with no thoughts of the winter or rain, or the things we had suffered before. Yes, the car was our castle of steel, and your love was the thing that was real. Just a drive in the warm summer air, with the wind blowing wild through your hair, fading out as the headlights grow dim at the horizon's dark rim.
We lay on our backs on the grass of the park, with our heads resting close on a coat. And the sky was a canvas of beautiful dark, where the stars seemed to gently float. You told me to watch for a spark in the sky that was falling from heaven above, and to make a sweet wish as it started to die for the thing that we wanted to love. We waited for hours under the white screen while the crickets were singing their song, and it was the sweetest that I'd ever seen in a summer that felt so long. And suddenly there was a streak of bright white that cut through the black of the space, and you closed your eyes in the middle of night with a beautiful smile on your face. I didn't look at the star as it fell, for my eyes were fixed only on you. Underneath the sweet power of your quiet spell, in a world that was fresh with the dew. Oh, the star fell from heaven so fast, but my wish was already complete, for I wanted that moment to last, and to stay in this quiet retreat. Yes, the spark was a beautiful sign that your heart was forevermore mine. Now I look at the sky when the August is late and the meteors shower the ground, but I sit by myself by the old rusty gate with no partner to make any sound. And I wonder if you got the wish that you made on that night when the stars started falling, or if, like the spark, it was destined to fade while the voice of the winter was calling. Did your wish ever really come true in the life that you chose to pursue? Do you look at the stars and remember the spark that we watched on the grass in the dark? Oh, the star fell from heaven so fast, but my wish was already complete, for I wanted that moment to last, and to stay in this quiet retreat. just a streak of bright light in the sky as the night starts to whisper goodbye, fading out in the black of the space, leaving only the memories trace.
We sat on the edge of the sandy high cliff where the land meets the sky and the sea, and the air was so salty and wonderfully stiff as it blew through the hair of you and me. We watched where the blue of the water would end and the blue of the heaven would start, an infinite line that would gently blend like the love in each young summer heart. You said that the line was a doorway to space where the ships would all sail to the stars, to find a more quiet and beautiful place, far away from the world and its scars. You wanted to build a small boat made of pine and sail it right into the blue, with your hand resting gently and safely in mine, and a heart that was honest and true. And the waves were all breaking so far down below, with a whispery, comforting sound, as we watched the great sun start to slowly go, and the darkness wrap all of us round. The place where my thoughts always go, to the girl that I loved in a lost yesterday, and the secrets we used to know. Yes, the line is still there in the dark, with our beautiful innocent spark. I stand on the cliff when the evening is cold, and the tourists have all gone back home, and the story we wrote has been finished and told in the letters of white salty foam. But I still look out at that infinite line where the sea meets the sky in the night, and I dream of the times when your spirit was mine, and the world was so silver and bright. Are you sailing your boat in the blue? Is the horizon still calling to you? Do you look at the the sky and remember the boy who said goodbye? Oh, where the horizon fades into the gray is the place where my thoughts always go, to the girl that I loved in a with our beautiful innocent spark. Just a line where the blue meets the blue of the love that I once shared with you. Fading out in the late summer haze of those vintage and beautiful days. The wind was beginning to blow from the north, bringing hints of the autumn to come. As we walked on the beach, moving back and then forth, while the city was quiet and dumb. My fingers were cold from the spray of the wave, and I shivered a little in the air. But you took my hand with a look that was brave, and you held it with comfort and care. Your palm was so warm and so wonderfully dry, like a fireplace burning in winter. And you told me that we didn't have to say why our worries were starting to splinter. We just had to walk in the dark of the beach with our hands locked together so tight, within all of the things that were in our own reach, in the middle of the late summer night. And the heat of your skin was a beautiful shield against all of the chill of the breeze. As we walk through the dark of the sandy old field, underneath the old whispering trees. Oh, the warmth of your hand on that night is the warmest I've ever known. When the stars were all shining so bright, and the wind from the ocean was blown. Yes, I still feel the heat of your palm in the middle of my loneliness calm. Now I walk on the beach when the winter is deep, and my hands are in pockets of wool, and the memories of summer are starting to sleep in a heart that is heavy and full. But I still feel the ghost of your fingers in mine when the cold wind is starting to bite, and I look for the trace of your beautiful sign in the stars of the clear winter night. Is your hand still as warm as it was? Does it still hold the magic? Because in my dreams we are still on the sand, holding on to each other's sweet hand. Oh, the warmth of your hand on that night is the warmest
hold